Well, hello YouTube, Louie here, and welcome to the weekend. I'm glad we made it. And silver gold under extreme pressure, as I thought they would be last week. I'll get to the markets here in a little bit, but I want to show you a couple of new coins that I have been buying that I think are good speculations, if you can find them. The first one is a new release in the Simpsons line from the Perth Mint. I got mine directly from Perth Mint right before they sold out. But what this is the 2021 Homer Simpson 2-ounce silver relief, high relief proof. So it's going to be 2 ounces, got a big picture of Homer there on it. It's going to come in an oversized lucite holder. And the thing that's impressive about this particular release is that there are only 2,000 of these. If you're familiar with the Homer Simpson family coin, which I was lucky enough to buy a couple of, those also I think had a 2000 mintage, which was the lowest mintage for the series, and now bring usually over $600 in the aftermarket. That's followed by the Donut, which also, I think that one might be 5,000. So here we have another ultra low mintage, high relief Simpsons coin. I don't know what it'll do in the immediate term, but I think it's sold out in about 1 day or less than half a day over at Perth Mint. You may find a couple straggling around at your favorite retailers, and I believe I paid about $170, $180 for the ones that I got. But check that out if you're interested in the systems, in the Simpsons, and you want a long-term hold, kind of a collector coin. That should be fun to get those. All right, well, I know a lot of you love these Royal Mint 10-ounce bars. The Britannia bar was a big success, and this 007 James Bond bar, it may have been out for a while, but it slipped my attention until I realized that there were only 6,000 of these minted. So don't let this fool you. This is not generic bullion. This is the 007 No Time to Die release, which also comes in the 1 ounce, which I think has a mintage of about 70,000. I could be off by 10,000 on that. So I wanted as many of these as I could find, but I could only find a couple. But I bought them. And silver is cooperating nice and low here, so I think I got mine under 280 each. Right now I'm on Bold, and they have one, if anybody wants to go grab it. And you may find these around, or you may not, but I think that is a super stacker collector investable right there. I'm hoping it comes in a airtight, but probably won't. So you might have to buy the 10-ounce airtight for that. But these Royal Mint releases with the limited mintage, really, really hot. And a really great price. I mean, yes, that is $5 over spot at the moment, but that's right in the sweet spot for me. And if you see any of these around, let me know. I'd love to buy a bunch more. When I was over at Bold, I had to pay the sales tax because they had some things that I liked, but I really didn't want to make another $1,500 purchase. So, I only bought the ones they had in stock. And maybe I'll buy this one too, I don't know. But if it's there when you look for it, go ahead and grab it. All right, here is the GSR sitting at 78.91, popping up a little bit, but gold took a solid beating this week. Again, as I thought it would. I had all my miners positions and my paper, silver, and gold hedged. So just to let you know what I'm doing, and don't follow me, but I took off all my hedges and did some additional purchasing in the paper market of miners and paper silver. So that's what I am doing right now. Seems to me it got smacked far enough. If we were looking at the silver, the SLV chart, I think you'd see that the volume has it's way oversold. And the selling volume has diminished. And looking for the GSR, I kind of wish that gold had held and the GSR had spiked up to 90, because I'm going to convert some of my gold into silver if it does. But right now we're seeing relative strength of silver to gold, right? Pretty solid. Now, usually you would see silver get knocked down further than gold when there is a pan sell-off like this. But I think what is happening here is, silver is both a monetary metal and an industrial metal, and I think it is the industrial side that is holding silver up right here as the markets, take off and people anticipate both higher interest rates and a lower dollar. And silver does usually trade inverse to the dollar, but right now I think it is the stock market and pulling money into the markets and away from the crisis trade. Things are lining up to be more predictable, and at the moment, there is not going to be an unruly transition. We know who the president is, and we know what they are going to do, what their policies are. So, it's a little bit of a Goldilocks period here for the stock markets as they appreciate. And there is just not the fear, in the markets that we had before. And that has pulled down the metals, right? But what they haven't really priced in at this point is the obvious impending stimulus. So that story may be told a little bit later. It'll certainly come back because there is a need for it. However, I think there's some speculation that we may not need it because the stock market and the recovery will be so strong. So I think you'll have to make up your mind if you think that, that the economy and the recovery will be strong and there won't be a need for more stimulus, or the opposite is true. Will the market go up? Will the market go down? The further the market goes up, the more capital it draws from precious metals. I think Bitcoin has that effect as well. If Bitcoin crashes here, you could see more money move back into metals. But, for my money, I think that more stimulus is coming, and more imprudent spending is coming, and dollar devaluation is coming. It's funny that everybody is now predicting further devaluation of the dollar and a drop in the dollar index, and metals are not catching a bid. But like I said, all that money is going into the market and Bitcoin. And, when that happens, the bullion banks love to smack down silver. The orange line is silver here, and the bars are the Dow. You can see them sitting up, nice and high. And silver has had its beating. I'm a little surprised we got down to 2250, but like I said, that is an entry point that I like, both for paper and for miners of all kinds, and for physical, and I continue to buy all of the above. Great time to buy gold as well, which I'm looking to do as I sell collector coins. And, there's always something interesting in the silver market that could be collectible and stackable. All those Libertads are going to show up here pretty soon, so that'll be fun. And notice how they retain their value. So if you, got those for $30 or so, notice how they retain their value in a dropping market. That's the thing about diversification. Silver, gold, bullion, and collector coins, as well as numismatics. They don't all typically drop at the same time. They go in phases. And, you can sell what's up and buy what's down, keep rotating your money through your different wedges of your pie, if you will. So that's why I do that. And, again, between gold and silver, if we get another smackdown and we get up to a 90-to-1 GSR, I'll be trading out my gold for silver. If things just come back here, then that's cool. I'll just sit tight and play with my collector coins. But I don't really fear another larger drop. I think this move is pretty much played out. So that's what I'm thinking on the markets, and silver and gold, those new collector coins, waiting on libs. Still haven't seen the gold release or any more proofs come out here in America. And that's about all I have for you. Sorry about the bummer with metals right now. I know we wanted it to be different. I certainly did, as I was buying, even in the 28s, 29s. But here we are back at 2250, and look for a lot of upside from here. Could be an interesting couple of months. Or if the stock market stays high and the economy recovers, could be longer, could be 3 to 6 months. But squirrel away your nuts. Now's the time to do it when silver and gold are no longer loved. Retail investors are selling. That's when you want to be accumulating, not when you're paying $38 for a silver eagle. All right, so same thing I always say, no surprise there. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday, and I'll be back at you later. Bye now.